The very unfortunate, I was speaking last when everybody's tired, but I'm glad you're all here. First and foremost, this patience is unbelievable. We should record it. Two, thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve you, not just govern you, to serve you. That's why my famous title is team leader, not governor, so that we can achieve our objective. Three, you have seen the team that I work with. So you can imagine the sort of brains and sort of problems I'm having dealing with all these waziris, and you haven't seen all of them. Makueni is lucky, and I want to say this without any apologies to anybody who's not from Makueni. We are a lucky lot. We are first. So this is Team A out of many teams representing you, and you have the past people who left private practice, like Dr. Musila, Engineer Mo. This gentleman is recognized at the Obama Foundation and every other place. Sonia. This lady called Joyce used to represent and advise national and international government. Nicholas Masena takes pride that he's from Starehe. For some strange reason, we have so many Starehs, boys, including Kanunga and Choni. This good lady, we had to plead with the University of Nairobi to release her to work for the county government of Makueni, and it is you. Allow me to say a few things, very few, so that we can contextualize what we are attempting to do. We have benefited a lot as a county from people who we have transformed from partners to friends. Bill and Melinda Gates, and you saw the visit of Bill Gates. When they finally come to Nairobi, they want to work with us on primary health care, courtesy of this good gentleman called Dr. Musel. Good job. To the extent that Bill Gates went to Nigeria, he was in Nigeria and India, and the only thing he was thinking about was Makueni, simply because he visited Kilonzo Jr Hospital. And in Kilonzo Jr Hospital, he sat with the community health volunteers alone, under a tree, no notebooks, no iPads, and in a conversation of 45 minutes, it occurred to him that Bill and Melinda Gates ought to start a program on primary health care in the world, courtesy of Makueni. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because a lot of you who are seated here can help us engage with partners who want to help. The HCDA that looked for us because of mango production, courtesy of Waziri Agriculture, and want to do value addition on our mangoes. Many of you don't know, and I can tell you, that the mangoes that are going for export from Makueni only come from one place called Kibwezi. The people of Kibwezi have a facility, a 10-ton facility, cold room, which they don't use. It is used by other Kenyans who come from Nairobi, buy produce, keep it there, and then take it to the airport. It's unfortunate, sad, very, very sad. But we have not recognized our talents. So I'm asking all of you who are here, including Dr. Muya. Dr. Muya you didn't mention Senator Mahanzo, that if it was not for this good gentleman, then we would not have the first phase of Konza fully funded. So when I say that Makueni must take pride in the people we have, we recently met the CEO of Kenya National Trading Corporation. That CEO of Kenya National Trading Corporation comes from majority leaders' place in Tulimani. Her name is Pamela Mutula. She's the one importing all the fertilizer. And she's the same person who was sitting at national government, came and told us that the national government were looking for green grams. The military told the executive that they were buying it at 250 shillings per kilo. They were told, why don't you go to Makueni, where they can buy? So we want to partner with all of you to have aggregation centers, because for once we now have an opportunity of making sure that our people are making money out of very simple things. When we started this project through Waziri about planting green grams in Kibwezi, we had a lot of opposition. People didn't understand it. But they made money, eventually. So that Waziri Agriculture has helped us to zone our areas, so that Mujipange, you plant maize, that is what Major Kasioka is talking about. I want another change of thought. World Bank, and I want to thank a very good gentleman here. This guy is an asset for Makueni. Mbuika, this way. He pushed all of us to have, of course, I gazetted the Water Municipality and the Mali. This good gentleman, akanipatia a secret up. Kuna wale walifanya 6 of them, like Kiambu, they will not be funded, they will only fund 2. But what is it that you want to do? And the chair is here, Mudosi. The place that we are building, we call it Green Grocery in Emali, should not be called a market. It should be called Emali Business Center. The one in Mukuyuni is state of the art. It should not be called a market. We want to call it Mukuyuni Business Center. So that when people go there, because we want to connect it, you will be shocked, ladies and gentlemen, that the national fiber optic cable passes outside Mukuyuni. And then runs on the road and bypasses my office and goes to the county commissioner's office. Imagine, 5G is in water. You can imagine what we can do if our young people in Makueni can find an opportunity of using these Wi-Fi facilities. We have found a very good man called Engineer Tanui, who I worked very well with him when he was at Konza. They have agreed to do Kibwezi, CCTI will be fully equipped by them. They're going to do an ICT hub, hotspots in Makueni along both sides. And in Makueni it's both. Mombasa Road has national fiber optic cable, and on your way to water, there's another. We are the only ones. And this, it occurs to me, that's why we have mainstream ICT. And in doing so, we have managed to get new friends. World Bank, for the people who are doing climate change, have agreed to do the first program on what we are calling local, what do you call it? Locally led, financing locally led climate action plan innovation is being done in Makueni, courtesy of the work that the Department of Lands is doing. 2, Safaricom is going to launch something very unique, first of its kind in Kenya. It's called a Makueni app that is going to be linked to the Safaricom app. So you go to the Safaricom app, you click, if you want Department of Agriculture, you'll be able to get whatever it is. If it's aggregation centers, I discovered we have aggregation centers, about 3, done by a very good organization that brought very nice laptops. If you want something about lands, you'll find it in an app, whether you're in Kenya, whether in Tanzania, or whether you've gone to Mount Everest, like Mwenda. What will I do? I'll have a visibility myself on my machine on how much we are collecting day by day. Now, let me surprise you. Only 27,000 Makueni residents are listed on our platform on lands. Yeah. And I know, see, I know these guys, Kindanzozi, they own, they're landlords. Are you registered? Now let me give you an example. Who owns a plot in Maleli town, in Omkono? For 50 by 100. 50 by 100. What is the value of your plot in Maleli town today? 50 by 100. How much is the value? About 2 million. How much is the county asking you to pay for it? 4,000. Surely. It's not even your airtime. In a week. The only way we are not going to be dependent. Naona unapenda ile 15 years. Kama wewe. It's 9,000 shillings. That is what it means. A bottle of what you like is 9,000. Your property worth 2.5 million shillings. We are only asking you to pay 4,000 per year. Yes. That is the only way we can help these good people do their work. 27,000. They gave me mine, I paid. It was 70,000, and there are still a few others missing. So I volunteered to give them the information. Why don't you start? Charlie, you raised your hand. Give us your title number to kuweke kwa limbs. Nikupatie invoice, ulipe. And then you ask me the question if you find Malele dirty, if you find Malele without electricity and water. Same with Makindu. Does it surprise you, ladies and gentlemen, that Makindu is the oldest town, possibly, and has no plan, has no titles? Yet, if you go to Kilyungi, where I come from, a 50 by 100 has a title. Something is wrong. So the person who is an investor in Makindu does not get value for money. Those who are asking, it is not called Makindu Airstrip. Ladies and gentlemen, take notes. It's called Makindu Aerodrome. And to migrate. And I've put through national government, they asked us to nominate 2 people so that we can beacon Makindu Aerodrome, and Waziri Choni and Waziri Sonia are sitting in the committee with national government. We want to see that aerodrome working. There's something you don't know, and I can tell you because I deal with people who come to Makindu Temple. That sect, there are people who, like the ones who go to Mecca, their only thing in the bucket list is to come to Makindu, to that temple. Imagine what would happen if they could land there by a plane. They would come and sleep in Makindu, they would spend in Makindu, invest in Makindu. And that's why we're working hard with the Waziri about the economic corridor. Can you imagine if we can get the economic corridor, which from Loitoktok crossing all the way to Kilimani, cutting across the value chain, Pixies, all the way to Kilimani. It would help the business. So we want to ask you, not to just be stakeholders, be our partners. Think with us, work with us. Those who want to volunteer, we are one government that is open to any proposal and any person. Because we are doing this, ladies and gentlemen, to help the people of Makueni move just a bit from where they are. You might not know, when I was in the Senate, and this occurred to me, Makueni receives less resources than Kitui and Machakos. Who knows the reason? Yes, Pauline. They say we are a little higher educated than Kitui and Machakos. There's a second reason. And because you're educated, they assume therefore you have money, and therefore your poverty levels are a little because you can afford to take children to school. What does that mean? Where are all these people who were top students in Makueni? Where are these people? Where are these people? So, I'm asking all of you, don't wait to be told to think without the box. Actually, what Dr. Muya should have told you is start thinking. So MCDF should translate himself into a think tank. What is it that we can do on water? I have insisted that there's no reason for us to buy land to do dams. There's a lot of public land that we can do dams and we can conserve water. And then we can do the reticulation. People are willing to help us. So this is what we have decided as government. I have seen, and because we are monitoring, that slowly we have converted people to think that they should pay for their titles and pay for their land. Because you can't pay a business license for your shop and you don't pay rates for where that shop is. It's a contradiction. So I've decided we give waivers for another extra month, see whether we can raise the revenue. I can tell you, in these lean times, and Waziri didn't tell you, Waziri Finance, the on-source revenue has come to rescue us. We have no notice of a doctor's strike because they are all paid. We have such goodwill that Waziri Health is collecting commodities from KEMSA on credit, and we pay slowly. So from today, I'm asking all of you that tunasema huko Makueni kwetume kwako Waziri Finance, bring your title deeds and Waziri Lands. Let's value your property and give you an invoice, ulipe. And I have seen Captain Kioko right at the back. I'm done, except to say the following. That we have realized that part of even collection of revenue has been the lack of automation. Our Makueni businessmen have been so clever that they have not been renewing their licenses for 4 years, for 5 years. Others have forged their certificates, etc., etc. Tumewasame in advance, even before they ask for forgiveness. But we ask them now pay. You'll be shocked that Waziri will wear a kofia without a yellow kabuti na mutakutana na yeye. But she's introduced a platform. Bwika, you don't need to wait for a yellow coat to pay. She's provided a platform for you to pay. I want to recognize one lady who has done very well. Joyce Kasioki, through ICRAF, has managed to get us in very quick succession, even today, some extra funding from donors. I'm telling you. So when I'm talking about strategic partners and friends, this is one person who has done very well for us. We want you to help us with the Mango conference coming up next month. This good gentleman did mention we also have a food festival, and we have alongside the program that is coming up in November. This is an opportunity of its kind. And they explained to us, when they did the first avocado conference in Uasin Gishu, Kenya is now a leading exporter in Africa on avocado value chains. So that's actually the target. They're coming to us not just to showcase mangoes, but to help our farmers move to export quality mangoes. Don't you want really? A good gentleman, and I'll find an opportunity of sharing a document done by Ambassador Wero. Ambassador Wero did a document. It's this big, for national government on all counties, Makueni included. He offered and did a summary for Makueni. It has an implementation matrix. It's sitting in the Ministry of Trade. They have identified our value chains. Mango, green grams, and is also included. So what Waziri was saying is correct. If we pick some of these things and focus on them, these things can help our community move from one level to the other. It's very easy. There are farmers, where's the Ngoko? She's left. She's doing 6,600 pixies. There's a farmer who's doing 4,000 pixies. If these people can make money, all of us will be happy. We are happy for your support. We're happy for your input. We'll make this a little more regular, but we want an opportunity, and that platform will offer you an opportunity to communicate with us on a regular basis without coming here. You'll be asking questions to these good people in the department on everything that needs to be done. Muandike hapo so that we can address it. And therefore, your good word out there in your circles will bring more people to Makueni. Ambassador Kisilu, she will tell you the story about water. How many know why water is called water? Able lift your hand if you know.
There are many people.
There was a Mzungu, he will tell you. I'll just summarize it. Who came to settle people in water because it was shrubs, basically. And they used to live up there where the county commissioner is. And that gentleman, Mzungu, used to come down and ask, watu wote wamefika. Our objective as government is to bring watu wote. Asante.